Hi, let us see in this video the proof of Snell's law using Fermat's principle. Consider a light ray AO on the surface of water. It refracts along OB. AO is the incident ray, makes an angle I with the normal at the point of incidence. OB is the refracted ray, makes an angle R with the normal at the point of incidence O. Here, the distance of C to O taken as X and the distance OD taken as L minus X, as distance between C to D is L. Then in the triangle ACO, AO is the hypotenuse. Length of the hypotenuse becomes square root of h1 square plus x square. Here, h1 is the distance of the incident ray from the surface of water. And in triangle ODB, OB is the hypotenuse. Then its length becomes square root of L minus x whole square plus x2 whole square. Here h2 is the distance of point B from the surface of water D. Let v1 be the speed of light in air from A to O and v2 be the speed of light in water from O to B. Then speed of light of incident ray on passing from A to O in air, let it be v1, and speed of light on passing from O to B in water, let it be v2. Now let us write the time for passage of light ray in air is T1 is equal to square root of h1 square plus x square divided by v1, and T2 is the time taken by refracted ray in water, that is equal to root of h2 square plus L minus x whole square by v2. Then total time, it makes T equal to T1 plus T2. On adding these two terms, we get T is equal to square root of h1 square plus x square by v1 plus root of h2 square plus L minus x whole square by v2. On deriving the above expression, on derivating the above expression with respect to dx, it makes dt by dx is equal to 2x by 2 into square root of h1 square plus x square into v1 minus 2x by 2 square root of h2 square plus L minus x whole square into v2. According to Fermat's principle, light always takes least time, that it makes d2 by dx is equal to 0. Let us make this expression equal to 0, that it gives dt by dx equal to 2x by 2 into root of h1 square plus x square into v1 minus 2x by 2 into square root of h2 square plus L minus x whole square into V2, that is equal to 0. On simplifying, we get x by root h1 square plus x square into V1 minus x by root h2 square plus L minus x whole square into V2, that is equal to 0. Now let's write sine of angle of incidence sine I is equal to x by root of h1 square plus x square, and sine of angle of refraction, that is sine R, is equal to L minus x by root of L minus x whole square plus h2 square. On substituting these values in the expression, we can get x by root of h1 square plus x square into V1 minus x by root of h2 square plus L minus x whole square into V2 equal to 0. Then sin I by V1 minus sin R by V2 is equal to 0. But speed of light in air V1 can be written as a ratio of light speed in air by refractive index of air. In the same way, speed of light in water, it can be written as speed of light in air by refractive index of water. Then sin I by C by N1 minus sin R by C by N2, that is equal to 0. Further simplification gives N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R equal to 0. Then N1 sin I minus N2 sin R is equal to 0, gives N1 sin I equal to N2 sin R. On rearranging the terms, we can get the final expression sin I by sin R is equal to N2 by N1. Here N2 is the refractive index of water, N1 is the refractive index of air.